COL's Mudcakes. There's almost absolutely nothing that's just as artificially sweet and dense in calories for under $5 in the world, except for the Woolworths Mudcake, which is essentially the same thing. But at the end of the day, there are two types of people in this world. There are the type of people that would be more than happy to have COL's Mudcakes every day because they're amazing, and they're liars. Now, most of you wouldn't actually know this, but my two passions in life really is food and money, as sad and as weird as that is. So now, when I first learnt and looked into the stock market, one of the things that really intrigued me was dividends in general. I love the fact that it was a passive form of income, and it immediately made me look at how much I would need invested to get dividends paying for different expenses. Now, there are a lot of things that I'm nowhere near affording, such as rent for a unit, and I used to look for a unit that I'd look how much the rent is, and I'd see how much I'd maybe need to invest in a certain dividend stock to have that fully paid off by the dividends. Now, I looked at plenty of other things as well. Don't get me wrong, I don't just look at unit prices. I was looking at different expenses, subscription services, everything, just because I was that intrigued with dividends. I really did think it was amazing that you could have such a passive form of income, and that's really probably what drew me into the stock market more than a lot of other aspects. So in the case of this video, we are talking about how much you'd need invested in COL's stocks to be getting COL's Mudcakes every single day of your life. Now, for the 99% of us that want to live past the age of 30, this video is more just going to be a bit of a representation of just how powerful dividends can be. So now, this is an incredibly serious video, so I do have my phone with me. There are a lot of numbers I'm going to be going over in a very quick amount of time. I don't want to pause the video too much. So, first of all, we need to talk about how much Mudcake you need to eat each day. So realistically, assuming from what they assume you're going to be eating each day, that is a serving of 1/8 of the cake. Meaning that you are going to need 45.625 cakes a year, which means we're going to need to be able to purchase 46 cakes every single year. Next, how much does a COL's Mudcake cost? For any of you that are real ones, you may be thinking $4, but it's actually $4.80 now. I know, it's horrible. I'm just as depressed from it as you guys are. But if we multiply the price of the cake by the amount we need to purchase, we get $220.80. So now that's the Mudcake part of the video out of the way. Now we need to look into the more important part, which is how we're going to be funding these Mudcake purchases. And to find this, we're first going to look at the stock price of COL's with the ticker code COL. And as you can see, when I checked on the 9th of June 2021, the stock price was $17.01 a share. And the dividend yield was 3.53%, which is honestly not too bad for a company that isn't really referred to as a huge dividend stock. Now, this does mean that we would need $6,255 worth of COL's shares, which is essentially going to be 368 shares totaling at $6,259.68. So there you have it, guys. That's how much money you would need if you want to be eating one piece of a COL's Mudcake every single day for the rest of your life, fully funded by COL's dividends. Now, if you didn't spend all that money on COL stocks, you could instead buy yourself a used car. I get that. But you need to weigh it up. COL's Mudcake for the rest of your life or a used car? I think I know what the easy answer here is. So now comment down below real quick which of the Mudcake flavors is the best. And I'm not talking about any of these fancy pantsy new ones like cookies and cream or mint chocolate. I'm talking about the classics. Chocolate, white chocolate, caramel. I'm very curious to know. And whoever picks the one that I personally like out of those three, then I will pin your comment to the top of the comment section. So now, in all seriousness, I just wanted to make this video as a bit more of a fun, light-hearted type of video compared to my usual analysis or something like that. I wanted it to be a little bit more fun so you guys could see a little bit more of my personality. So hopefully you found this video a little bit more enjoyable. But if you didn't, at least I'm hoping at the very least, you guys got a little bit of an idea of just how powerful dividends were if you didn't already know. I'm assuming you probably did, but it's nice to put it a little bit visual for you and to get a bit of an example of what it can do. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing if you want to see more videos from me, and it would support the channel, so I'd really love that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this light-hearted video, And otherwise, I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully. Thank you all and goodbye.